What I thought we would do today is to continue our conversation about the very first stage of converting an idea into a business. We talked about four stages yesterday, and we focused on the very first stage of the process of the four-stage process. Now, the very first stage is clarity. Is basically having clarity about what the product or service is, what problem the product or service is solving, and for whom it's solving that problem. So we talked generally about the product, the problem that the product is solving. We talked about the categories of problem that product or services will be solving. So what I thought I'd talk about today is really the focus on the customer. Now, it's important that any business, when you're thinking about converting an idea to a business, it's absolutely important for you to have very clear idea who it is that you're serving. You design this product, it's important that you have a particular profile in mind. So if your business is to a business customer, for instance, you need to know what sort of business, what size of business, what sort of operation they have, how your business fits into that operation. You need to have a very clear idea about the processes that you would really want to engage in with this business. But more interestingly, if your business is serving the consumer market, so it means that you are a B2C as in the common parlance of business. So you need to be able to define who this customer is, the gender, the income bracket, the ethnicity, the location, the lifestyle, because all of this have impact on the setup of your operation, how you serve, how you present, how you engage with a high-end customer is very, very different from how you would engage with sort of like a low-income customer. So this is a vital clarity to have, because if you've defined what the product is, you've identified what problem you're solving, you then need to have a really clear profile of who your customer is. Now, in identify this one customer, it doesn't mean you can't serve the high-end customer. You can to serve a profile slightly greater than your typical customer, or a profile slightly lower than your typical customer. But what is important, you have to have in your mind who your typical client is, who your typical profile, who your typical customer is. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow because I'm way over my 2 minutes. See you next time.